Look, I haven't seen his grades. My grades ended up on the front page of the newspaper. So let's, if we're going to show stuff, let's show stuff.
Time for tonight's rewrite. Today on Capitol Hill, Herman Cain made his way to various meetings with members of Congress, dodging reporters' questions about sexual harassment every step of the way. Texas Republican Congressman Michael Burgess put out the welcome mat for Herman Cain and said this to reporters about the sexual harassment story. You guys are going to vet this, and I have every belief you're going to look into this as carefully as you looked into President Obama's college grades. Burgess then proceeded with his meeting with Herman Cain, wherein he promptly forgot to demand Herman Cain's college grades. Loony right-wing Republicans who used to demand to see the president's birth certificate have rewritten their demand to get their hands now on the president's report cards. No Republican has ever asked to see a president's report card before, not once. They've never asked it of Republican presidents. They've never asked it of Democratic presidents. What is it about this president that provokes this first time in history demand? Let me see your college grades. What is it? What is it about this guy? They didn't ask it of this guy or this guy or this guy. No, and they didn't ask it of this guy or this guy. What is so different about this guy? What is so different about him? I just don't get it. I can look at these pictures of all of the presidents all day, and I just can't figure out what is so different about President Barack Obama. I just look at that picture. What is it? This is actually a game that the Democrats just might want to play. I mean, I, for one, would have no problem choosing our presidents based on their academic credentials. If we did, this guy, an undistinguished graduate of Eureka College, could never take the presidency away from this guy, who graduated with distinction from the United States Naval Academy in the top 10% of his class. He was then commissioned as an ensign in the U.S. Navy. He went on to work in the Navy's newly formed nuclear submarine program as a lieutenant. And this guy, a graduate of Columbia University and Harvard Law School and president of the distinguished Harvard Law Review, would have never even needed to campaign against this guy who, like his father and grandfather before him, got a political appointment to the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis and graduated at the very bottom of his class, 894 out of 899 graduating midshipmen.